What is going on, guys? This is All Gaming with episode review of Hakkenden, episode 3 in season 2. And now this episode was definitely a lot more relaxed than some of the previous episodes because they were more action filled. But this episode was definitely a daily life episode, which, don't get me wrong, it was pretty good. To me, the episode was like pretty good when there was really no action at all. But this chapter starts off with Shino having to go to this school to teach these kids that are all from the red light district. And now, of course, he doesn't want to do it, and Sensei is like willing to trade with him. But when Shino finds out that Sensei is supposed to clean out these rat holes, and we all know Shino is scared of him, he definitely picked that school job over that. So these kids that are at the school, they do not respect Shino at all, because they even question if he's been to school, and of course we all know Shino hasn't. So they feel like they have no reason to listen to what he says. So of course, you know, they all run out and go play. But there is this one girl, her name is Kaho, and sadly she's blind, but she actually has taken a real liking to Shino. So of course she wants to be around Shino all the time, and she actually had this one book, which was the Bluebird, that she wants Shino to actually read to her. So of course he does read it, but it's not that in the first day that he reads it to her, but it's the next day actually. And while he tells her the story, she actually asks a pretty good question, like how can she find people like important to her where she can't put the name to their faces or like actually seeing what they look like, which is really a good question. Now, if there's one thing I want to note, is that Kaho's eyes, like even though she's blind, her eyes are definitely beautiful, and I do believe that she could possibly be that daughter of that woman with the golden eyes from the first season, because I do believe that the eyes are very similar. So maybe just like something there that we don't know about just yet. But of course, her and Shino are bonding a lot actually. Like basically at that point, her and Shino are the closest out of all the kids. So as they get closer, Kaho asking all the kind of questions about like what does her name mean, and it means beautiful girl for Ka, and I believe the whole part means for fertility. I believe so. So after Shino tells her like the meaning behind her name, all these kids become interested in it, and they all want to know their own meaning. But there was this one kid that always been like a troublemaker since they first showed him, and he gets all mad, kind of mess up her name that she not put in the ground, and he even has the nerve to say that it means nothing to her because she's blind. Now I definitely agree with Shino smacking that kid, because come on, let's be honest here, that kid had it coming. He was a real jerk. Like ever since that they showed him, he been nothing but a troublemaker. So I definitely think Shino did the right thing when they came, to hitting him. Now this guy won't act all tough, but of course, like after Shino hits him, he starts crying. But come on, like at that point, I definitely did not feel sorry for the kid, because I definitely believed that he had it coming. So I really couldn't feel bad for him. But we didn't get this one scene where it's the owner of that bun shop. I believe his name was what was it? I forgot his name, but apparently he wants Shino to try out these new products they have, and of course Shino tries it out, but he also gives him tips as well. So I believe the next day he actually comes there with those new products that he made thanks to Shino's help, and Shino gives him a much better review of them. But sadly, that guy couldn't read or write, so he had Shino write down everything that he had that he can make even more improvements on, and he was going to leave them in his family altar. But when Shino went there, his wife and her daughter were acting kind of weird, because it seemed like something was going on, and even I was getting like weird. Even I was getting like confused at that point, because they should react so shockingly to that. But then we find out when Sensei is with the other guys that the owner is actually dead, and and that right there must have been his it had to be his spirit going to Shino. But I'm wondering if that was like really his spirit going to Shino, then what the heck was he eating then? Ghost food? Because to me that made no sense. Now I know Kaho was there, and I wonder if Kaho like heard that guy, because I know that if she could see, then I doubt she could see the guy there, and I'm pretty sure that she wouldn't be able to see Shino eating. So I'm positive that she would have like such a weird look on her face. But it turns out that that guy died over a month ago. But it seems that he wanted to save his family shop from closing down. So he contacted Shino, because we all know Shino's not real. So he got Shino help to save his family business. And now his wife and his daughter, they are definitely going to be taken care of, because with the new products, they are definitely going to have a lot of business. So they don't have to close down anymore, which is really good. Now about Sensei, because in this episode he definitely played like a major part in this. So it turns out that the Sensei that we all know is we already knew that Sensei is not complete, but the Sensei that's with Shino all the time, I'm guessing like that right there is just like an empty hollow shell, because it feels no pain and it heals like so quickly, because I believe that guy Kenko, I believe that's his name is, he saw what Sensei was doing. We like put out those like leaves and the fire, I guess, and his hand got burned, but of course Sensei didn't feel nothing, and he wondering like how in the world are you not feeling that. And even when Kaho came, she said that his hands were big and kind, but they were so cold. So it's obvious that Sensei is definitely like a shell. And the other Sensei that appeared at the end of the episode, his hands were warm, so that was definitely like his soul or spirit. But I'm wondering if these two Sensei will ever be complete. Now I was kind of worried that maybe the other Sensei, or I believe his name was Owl now, I thought that maybe he might want to go for something, but luckily in this one he did not seem that much of a bad guy like he did in the first season. Now I'm pretty sure that since he is Sensei as well, he's definitely going to play a huge part in this series. But I'm wondering when is he going to make his next move, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to sit on the sidelines for long. But of course, at the end, all the kids are getting, they actually get along now. And it turns out that Kaho and the other boy that were being, so mean to her, they actually share a birthday in the same month. So they actually like celebrate together. But at least now, that kid name, it meant gentle and kind. And at the end of the episode, he actually started living up to his name. So he like definitely deserves that now, because at the beginning, I definitely did not like the kid, but at the end, yeah, I like came around toward him. Like at the end, he became good, because now he kind of like looking out for Kaho, because when they were all going in, he even told her to come on and let's return inside. So overall, for a non-action episode, it was pretty good to me. I definitely liked it. I'm definitely looking forward to next week though. And I also cannot wait to see the other Beholder, because I do pay attention, to the intro, because I watch it. And I have a feeling that the next one is going to come out very soon. At least I'm hoping so anyway. But that right there was all for my review. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. But until then, don't forget to like and also subscribe to my channel, please. But you gotta take it easy, and I will see you all next time.